today's session of the Stretch and Go program. We're going to do a session that's designed for muscle recovery today. So we're really focused on healing those muscles, getting the blood flowing and circulating through the body. So we're going to start with a warm-up for about 2 minutes here. So just go ahead and start with moving that neck around, waking up those neck muscles. So big neck rotations. You can also alternate just bending that neck side to side. Just getting that neck moving, unstiff. Big rotations, switch the other direction. Really get that neck moving. Take that into arm circles, big giant arm circles. This is going to get your shoulders moving, get those shoulders woken up. So don't need to be rushed, just big, slow, giant arm circles. You can take them backwards. And we're just getting everything warmed up before we go into our stretches. So just starting to get that blood circulating. We're going to go into heel taps, so get those hips woken up. So alternate, lifting that heel up, touching with the alternating hand. Just cross the body. Again, no need to rush these. Just getting warmed up here. And take those into some knee raises, big giant slow marches. Great. And let's get our chest open before we get started. So opening and closing the arms nice and big. Pinching the shoulder blades and just opening that chest. We are going to be going down to the ground for a few stretches today, so if you have a mat or a soft space, that would be ideal. All right, so we're going to go into stretches. We're going to start with our shoulders, so you're just going to take your right arm across your body and hold that right arm with your left arm. And so just an easy, simple shoulder stretch to get us going here. And we're going to hold here for about 20 seconds total time. Remember not to put too much force on that elbow, just focus on that shoulder stretch. Reaching across the body. Great. And we're going to switch. So you'll take your other arm across the body and grab it with that right arm. And again, just a simple shoulder stretch we're going to hold here. Make sure you're focused on not shrugging your shoulders up. Just keep them at that regular level, resting level. And focus on reaching across your body till you feel that stretch. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to go into our tricep stretch next. So you're going to take your right arm up, cross it behind your head, and you're going to bend down and backwards with that left hand to that right elbow. And just holding there until you feel that stretch in your tricep muscle. So that muscle on the back of your arm. That's what we're stretching here. Again, holding for about 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great. And release, and we're going to just switch and do that tricep stretch on the left side. So left arm up, bend to the elbow, grab on with your right arm, and hold down and back on that elbow till you feel that stretch in your left tricep now. Again, we'll be here 20 seconds holding here. Nice and slow, and remembering to breathe throughout this stretch session, deep breaths. As we get our blood flowing. Great. We're going to go into toe touches, so we'll start with our feet shoulder width apart, hinging at the hips, and reaching down to those toes with our hands. And you're going to feel this in your back of your hamstrings. You can also do a slight pulse. That just helps get the blood circulating even more. Or you can just hold where you feel that stretch. Reaching down towards your toes. And come up. We're going to bring our feet together. And do another toe touch with our feet together. So again, hinging at the hips, reaching down with our hands towards our toes, feeling that stretch in the back of our hamstrings. Again, a slight pulse if you want to get that blood moving even more. Here for a little bit longer. Great, come up. I'm going to go into a quad stretch. So steady yourself. I'm going to start with the right side. So you bring that right foot up, grab onto it, find that balancing position for you, and then really focus on driving that right knee down towards the ground. Feeling that stretch in the front of your quad muscle. And this is also great for stability in that left ankle that we're balancing on right now. If you've got something you can hold on to for support, definitely feel free to go closer to a wall, hold on. Perfect. So we're going to switch so you can stay next to that support feature and go into a left quad stretch. So bring that left leg up, find your point of balance, and then really focus on driving that left knee down towards the ground, pulling on that foot till you feel that stretch in your quad muscle. And also focus on that right ankle stability. Great to practice this daily so that you don't lose that balance in your ankles. Great. We're going to go into a lunge and reaching stretch. So I'm going to start with my right leg, lunge all the way forward, putting your left arm on the ground, and then reaching up towards the sky. And you're reaching up to your right side. So you're reaching up to the same side of the leg that's in front right now and holding it there. Deep breaths. Reaching towards the sky. Great. You can bring your arm down and you're going to switch feet. I'm going to turn directions just so I stay facing the camera. So left leg forward, right hand on the ground for support. Twisting and opening up to the left side. And holding here. And taking your deep breaths throughout. And reaching towards the sky, opening that chest. Great. We're going to go into a pigeon pose. So you're going to cross your one leg in front of your body down on the ground. Extend the other leg straight back. So right now I've got my left leg crossed in front of me, right leg extended straight back. And this is a stretch you feel in your glute muscles. And you definitely have your hands on the ground in front of you for support. Keeping yourself kind of upright with those hands. And feeling that stretch in your glutes. Great. You're going to switch. You can bring your right leg around in front of you. Extend that left leg backwards. You've got that right leg bent perpendicular in front of you, still facing forward and using your hands for support on the ground. Chest kind of up towards the sky until you feel that stretch in your glute muscle. And deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Great. We're going to go into a downward dog, so you can take both legs behind you, pivot up. You might need to walk your hands back because you want your heels flat on the ground. As flat on the ground as possible for this downward dog. And then just feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. You can also alternate lifting your heels up, walking the dog in a sense, or just holding steady. Again, heels flat on the ground, so walk your hands up closer to you if you need to. Good. And just come down straight into upward dog. So you'll take your hips down to the ground, but arms still extended, pushing up with your chest and head facing towards the ceiling. You want to feel this stretch in your lower back. Taking deep breaths. Holding this stretch a little longer. Perfect. Come up out of that. We're going to finish with torso twists. So kick your feet out straight in front of you. Take one leg, cross it over in front. Let me start with my left. So I've got my left leg up, crossed over, and then twisting So you get a nice side stretch and back stretch on this torso twist. So whichever leg is up and bent across your extended leg, that's the direction you're twisting. And holding this. Perfect. And we're gonna switch. So I've got my left leg extended, right leg up, crossed over, and twisting towards the right side now. And deep breaths. Holding this last stretch here. Three, two, one. Great. We're going to come up and finish with a cool down.
Activity complete.
So just get yourself in a comfortable stance. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. So breathe in, reach up, exhale, bring your arms back down. 1 more, 2 more, breathe in, reaching up, exhale, coming back down. This will be the last one. Breathe in. Thank yourself for starting your Friday with a stretch. And exhale. Great work today. Definitely join us next week. We're doing these every Friday.